Hey everybody, Chris here. So Dogecoin holders are getting impatient. In this video, I'm going to be showing you about this current situation of Dogecoin consolidation and give an example of what happened last bull cycle when we were in a similar position. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Usually start around 4 o'clock. On Wednesday, I'm going to start a little later. Just because we're having a little office Christmas party this afternoon, so we're starting a little bit later. But I also do live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, as well as Sundays, because there's so much going on with Doge. I'm not impatient. I'm very patient. I'm continuing to be, and I'm going to show you why. Let's get into it. I'll show you the charts and the news. Show you what I'm looking at. We start here showing the current Dogecoin chart at 38.5 cents. That's right, Dogecoin at 38.5 cents. It has slipped back below 40 cents here, but overall, again, zoomed out on a daily time frame, we are still in an upward channel from November 11th. That's right. So it's been over a month now and still in an upward channel, although we are hitting the bottom of it again, similar to what happened back on December 10th when we had a dip down as well. So is this just a dip or is this a trend? We are certainly going to be looking at that more in this video. And Bitcoin has continued to push up. A new all-time high was hit, 108,360. And again, as I said, this is really behind the Bitcoin ETFs. This is the continual buying on the Bitcoin ETFs. We've seen daily hundreds of millions of dollars every day buying these ETFs. So these are investors, wealthy investors that have like BlackRock and Fidelity as their brokers, and they're buying into Bitcoin. This is not taking away from alts. Alts are just kind of in this consolidation. But here's Dogecoin. Again, really sideways for over a month now. Yes, we had a double peak up at 48 cents, and that was on little spikes of Doge, and Doge retraced both times there. And so the market sentiment, yes, is down, and we'll look at some articles on this. But what I want to do is I want to take you back, and I want to take you back to 2021, and we look at this chart. This is February through March of 2021. So the end of January, we had this huge spike in the price of Dogecoin. Dogecoin was below a penny, spiked up to 8 cents, and then 1st, 2nd of February, came back down around 3 cents or so, had a second little run up to almost like 8 cents again. And then we had the pullback. And then look what happened to the volume of trading. The volume of trading by the time we got to March just died. And here was Dogecoin, just not a lot of movement at all. And through this entire month of March here, through this entire month, everyone was impatient. They were selling their Dogecoin. They were just like, oh, Dogecoin is done. This was the big run. Now it's half the value what it was, and I'm selling. That was a lot of the sentiment. And I get that, right? There were other coins that were moving up. Not a lot, but there were some at that time. Again, we were in a bull market then as well. But if you had sold your Doge right before April, in this market here of what we had, this is what you would have missed. And so this zooms out. And again, here's where we were, right through March, just dead. And zoomed out, it just looks like straight sideways, although there's some little ups and downs here. We had this little tick on April 1st, and that was an Elon tweet about taking a literal Dogecoin to the literal moon there. But you would have missed out on the big run up to 40 cents. Yeah, there was a retrace back to 20, but then 50, 60, 70 cents. That's what you would have missed out on. Now, there's no guarantees we're going to get that again this cycle, but again, we'll show you a blown out chart on the 4-year cycles as well. That means we aren't even in 2025 yet, which would be the equivalent of this 2021. we're actually early, although this was 2021. Again, it kind of mirrors the market sentiment that we have now after a first pump in the 4-year cycles. And as I say, we usually have 2 more pumps. Again, not guaranteed that the 4-year cycles will repeat, but I just wanted to show that we've been here before, and I lived through this, understood what the market sentiment was, but that's what happened back in 2021. So as we look at Dogecoin sentiment turned sour, traders are growing impatient. We had this excitement about the election victory of Trump, and he's pro-crypto, but now the rally stalls. And although again we've got a few that have specific good news about them, like XRP had the whole Gary Gensler announcing he was going to resign, so XRP goes on a run, and we have individual coins that kind of do their own thing. But overall, everything's pretty flat, slightly on the downside over the past few days now. But what's coming? So what is still coming? So Ali notes, and we can look at Ali's chart blown up here. Ali says, look, market sentiment for Doge turned negative. Seems as if traders are getting impatient during the ongoing price consolidation. And it really is. Doge is not dropping down to 20 cents or 15 or 10. Other people are calling for that. It's like, when this guy says, should we sell Doge? And Ali says, no. And what happened to your price targets? And Ali says, nothing. Right? And the negativity is like, wait for the first unpopular action of the Department of Government Efficiency and Doge is cooked. And Ali says, or you can wait for the first popular action of Doge. So I get it. That's the sentiment right now. And it is negative. But is there still more room for growth? History says Dogecoin is about to record a near plus 75% gain and more, above its past all-time high of 73 cents before much, much higher. So some calling, again, even a conservative target of $3. And that would be if we do see this kind of run again that hasn't even happened yet. That's what we're talking about. So Dogecoin, uptrend to resume? Well, there's many analysts that think so, and I'm included because I'm a believer in these 4-year cycles. Olivier D, he's looking at some kind of very busy technical analysis here, where we have equal highs here right above 41 cents in the short term, and a few higher lows, although I think it's kind of a little bit invalidated here now this morning as we see a little dip. So we'll see what he comes back with on that. But overall, it's still, here's kind of a, not quite an upward channel that this guy's drawing, but it is still more positive. This was the cryptometrics looking at this. And there's Ali's chart again flipping negative with the sentiment. But again, there are many still talking about $3 Dogecoin. And Doge is all but guaranteed to retain a leading portion of meme coin market thanks to the incoming Department of Government Efficiency. So I've got this countdown going on X to Inauguration Day. I'm going to be live all day that day. We think there's going to be some spicy trading in crypto, particularly Dogecoin. So, and of course, we'll be watching it the whole week before leading up, and especially that weekend, because there are some saying that maybe on January 20th, it ends up being this Saturday Night Live event and there's a big dump in Doge. We don't know how that's going to play out. We don't know. That's still a month away. We'll get there. But the sentiment overall for those that were through the last bull cycle is still positive. The Doge futures funding rates currently at low levels, suggesting any speculative excess that had built up in recent weeks has mostly vanished, which reduces the near-term sell-off risks. That's right. We've got the whole futures thing. I mean, there's a lot going on with Bitcoin and still, big numbers with ETH. But on Doge, it's just really quieted down right now. And that's typically what we see when we're in this sideways market, is it all just kind of settles down. The whole price settles down. Again, we see a little bit of downtrend going on right now. We'll see what happens with FOMC meeting later today. But with that, the funding rates for leverage futures positions is in line with September, October levels. So if we look at Dogecoin, where was it in September and October? Dogecoin was down here, between 10 and 12, maybe up to 14 cents in October. That's right before this big run. People were impatient back here too, thinking that, the bull run's never going to come. And at that time, I was pointing to the election. And I've always talked about the fall of 2024 when the real bull run is going to start. And here we are. So, is there a new upside coming? Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, is undergoing a serious analysis of wasteful, burdensome regulations. So, this is the excitement in the U.S. economy, what's going to happen as a result of trimming the budget. Trimming waste is never popular to a lot of people in the United States, because things end up getting cut and they just want everything given to them. So it's going to be tough, but at the same time, we're looking at 4-year cycles overall. And when we look back to what happened in 2016 into 2017 and 2020 into 2021, and here we are in 2024, again, we've just had this first pump. These two pumps are still to come if we follow the 4-year cycles. History has shown Dogecoin has routinely blown well past previous all-time highs and up through these fib lines. So one fib line we could look at from the 2022 bear market lows back to 2021 highs could lead Dogecoin to at least $3 this cycle. So a lot of look at $3. I looked at it in a different manner with a curve and thinking about sort of this law of diminishing returns with a larger market cap, and $3 is possible. Now, no guarantees that's going to happen, but again, we have been here before. So this is where we are now, trying to deal with this negative market sentiment, but this is what still could come. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? I'm sure some of you are just going to say Doge is dead and that's it, but you haven't given me any reasons why you think that. So leave some comments, give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.